Hi guys, Shane from the TAMP Group again. Today we are working on a cafe racer. Today I'm going to step you through cleaning the injector. How you can tell the injector's blocked is that you'll have different times coming through your group head. Today the injector, which is underneath, I'm going to show you how to get to it, how to clean it and how to put it back together. Okay, first step, take off the top panel. Now this top panel has leads. It's a heated panel, so it keeps your cups warm. So you'll have to unplug them prior to taking the whole thing off. And just put that aside. Next thing. Now if you're working on this in a cafe, you will have to isolate the group head that you are wanting to work on. Each group head has a tap to isolate it so it no longer functions or no longer sends water through. You'll find this tap just on the other side of the flow meter, down inside the machine. Be careful, it is quite warm in there. Today we're working on a cold machine. So your isolating tap is here, little blue handled tap. So you turn that off, pushing down, and that stops any flow of water going through, making the machine still workable. To get to it, we need to take this front cover off. So you'll need a set of Allen keys. You'll also need various either a shifter or sized spanners. Find the Allen key that suits two bolts that sit either side of the group head. Undo them. Okay, we've taken the bolts out. One this side and one identically on the other side. Now the side covers come off down the bottom. Just flick them down. There's one on this side as well. And your top cover pops off. Just be careful, it's still got wires on it. So just rest that on top of the machine like so. Those two bolts were holding down that whole top cover, which exposes you to your group head. Now, try to take photos of where wires go. It's quite important, the polarity wires of things. So they come off. And this one just comes off just to get out of the road because you need to undo these two nuts. We undo the copper pipe that's going into. There will be water coming out as there's pressure underneath, and it will be warm water if you are working on site. Just undo it carefully, not damaging your two electrodes there. Even though you have got it isolated, it'll still have water pressure built up. So you get a bit of water, but it'll eventually fall into your drip tray. So there you go, that's your first copper pipe off. Now your next pipe you get off is this one here, which is, it's got a clear pipe coming out of it. Well, it should have a clear pipe. Now, we need to take off the one that's going to the head itself. This is on a swivel, so that'll swivel while you unloosen that bolt. So just hold it from turning and just give that a... Just be careful that you don't break that clear pipe. Why we're taking this off is so we can eventually get the group head off so we can work on clearing out the injector. All right, now we're ready to remove the group head to access the injector. First of all, there are certain plugs here which you have to remove to be able to pull the group head off. First one is your barista lights. They're the lights that sit underneath the group head to give a bit of brightness. So you remove that one. The next one is your temperature probe connection, which is that black one there. If you're not sure, just follow it back to the back of the group head. There are two of them, but it's the one that goes directly into the back of that group. So just unplug them and let them free up there. Now we're ready to remove the group head. With another set of Allen key, you need to remove these bolts here. 1, 2, 1, 2. There's two on either side. Okay, we removed our last bolt. Now, the group head is designed to tilt up like so, and just slowly pull out. Trying not to stretch any rubbers or... Now you get to this point and you'll see wires on top of the solenoid. Also take a photo of them so you know which way the wires go on. So remove each wire and slowly pull out your group head, like so. That's ready to be worked on. Okay, now you've got the group head. You've got your exposed solenoid. Loosen the top bolt of the solenoid. The box off, and you're left with the shaft of the solenoid. You grab a 3mm Allen key, loosen all 4 bolts, and then remove them completely. Then move that to the side. Now right here is where your injector is. To clean the injector, you will need tip cleaners. Start with a small size. If you go too big, you can make the injector inner too big. So all you want to do is put it in the hole and just give it there's a real tiny hole there. Just give it a nice in and out just to clean it and push any foreign matter that's blocking the injector. Okay, that's all you need to do. Now to put it back together, you'll notice if you've turned this the wrong way, you'll notice 2 rings. That needs to sit on these 2 holes there. Them 2 holes need to line up with them 2 rings. So you put your shaft back down, tighten all 4 screws up. So you do it hand tight for now, and then go along and just nip them up tightly. So you go along, give them a nip up, so it creates a good firm seal on the base of the solenoid. You put your solenoid contactor on. If you've lost which way it goes, that hole there goes down on the shaft, as opposed to that side, it won't go in. It only goes in one way. And your contact is facing up the group head. Put your washer back on. Put your nut back on, like so. Okay, we're ready to put that back onto the machine and put it all back together.